Okay, so welcome. The way that this works is pretty straightforward. There's a Q&A button at the bottom of the screen, which you can use to submit whatever questions you have. I will answer them. And if you have something that's more of like you want to have a conversation about something or a series of questions, then I can unmute your mic and we can have a conversation about it. That's also a possibility. If that's something you want to do, you can uh, put something in the chat to that effect. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, so Christine, I will unmute your mic. Where are we?
Hey,
Hey, Christine.
hey. So my bigger question is, by the way, love the product. I think it's great. Um, but I'm not entirely sure that I set it up correctly, or maybe I'm missing something. When someone signs up for a free membership,
Mhm.
I'm not entirely sure that they see the mechanism or the ability to upgrade to a paid subscription. And so there's that. I'm not entirely sure that that's clear. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, how do I make sure if they're in a free membership, there's certain things I want them to see when they go to the My Membership page and they see what they have access to.
Yep.
I'm wondering, do I have to create a new page, one for free access and one for paid subscription for the content? I guess maybe that I'll stop talking.
Is your site live right now?
Yes, it is. Startupfundhub.com. I'll put the address. Startupfundhub.com. So this is, let me send it to you. So this is the link.
Okay. Let me share my screen here.
Yep.
Okay, so you're basically saying people start by subscribing.
They
And,
can do a free.
okay.
And
And
when they get,
the free path is the one you're asking about, essentially, right?
right, I want them to see the ability to upgrade. And I'm just wondering if I'm missing something uh, in the process, like in the setup process.
First thing is there a reason why you're specifically having this open another tab?
No.
Yeah, I would change that.
Okay.
Well, this link is protected.
Yeah, I have some protections on the website to prevent copy and pasting.
Let's see.
So maybe scroll up.
Well, I was only looking at that to look at the HTML source to see what you have on that button, but because it's opening a new tab, it basically means that anyway. So that's one thing.
Right.
Let's see here. So first thing I would say is you'd probably want to put you'd want to change this text here, this check to be controlled, um, product settings, membership levels, and when you go to edit the free membership, that is happening.
Ah, okay, good to know. All right.
So just
That's what that is.
yeah.
All right.
So submit this. Oh. Okay, so
So
you,
this is what it looks like, but I guess the question is, they see access your account here, they see that.
mhm. So yeah, you can definitely do some, you'd want to do some more work here. Obviously, the content is completely up to you and what to do,
Of course.
but I'll show you how you can create a custom thank you page to show after somebody signs up for a free membership. So, because right now this is the default thank you page, which will be shown,
Right.
right?
Okay.
So what you want to do is create, so first of all, I'll just, let me see here. On my demo site, I believe I have a free, okay, yeah, so there's a free membership here. So right now, if I sign up for this free membership, it takes me to the default. Oh, it takes me, okay, so it's already, um, I already have something specifically set up for the free membership on the
Of
demo
course.
site because it's saying, thanks for signing up. You can upgrade here or no thanks. So I basically am promoting the paid things.
That's exactly what I want to do. The
Okay.
question I have is there a short code to upgrade? Like it's if you scroll down a little bit, so that yes, upgrade my account. Is there a short code or a button that I'm missing?
Yeah, this is just a purchase link,
Okay, great.
which you can get from the products tab.
Of course. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because at that point there's no card on file, so they can't be billed immediately, but they can click to buy another product.
Okay.
Now you'll want that product to be associated with another membership level because that will automatically switch them to that paid membership level when they buy it.
Okay.
But let me just look here. So yeah, so this is what you would need to do. So this page is the page that we saw after we signed up for the free account.
Okay.
So the only thing you need to do to make this happen is in the member mouse options, you select that this is a confirmation core page and it should be shown after free signups.
Okay.
So once you've done that, then this is the page that will be shown after.
Now,
Um,
quick question. If someone pays, they get a different page that just like in the options on the lower right hand that you showed there, I would select.
right, you can specify if you don't do anything, they'll just see the default page.
Okay,
But if
great.
you want them to see a specific page after they buy a particular product, let me just see if I have one set up. Yeah, so you see here, I have a confirmation page set up to show
Basic.
after somebody signs up for the basic membership. So if I look at this and I look at the settings, um, where are the settings? Okay.
Yeah.
You can see here, again, I select a confirmation page, but in this case, I say it's for a
Paid.
paid product, and then I specify which products, when purchased, should see this page.
Okay.
Um, so
That's
that should take care of that, what they see here. And your second question, second part of your question was,
on that my account tab there. Yes. So they see that, but it doesn't. My issue is I feel like it's kind of a clunky way to get to the data, to
yeah, I
get.
wouldn't,
I
the
don't know
intent
how
of
else to do it to get them like the stuff they've purchased or subscribed to free or purchased. How do I get them to it quicker than having to go to my account tab?
yeah, so the My Account tab is basically for people to manage their account, right? You see here it's for managing account details, billing address, seeing the active subscriptions, etc. So this you would not want people to go here as the first experience. What you want them to go to is like a member homepage,
Correct.
something that you design specifically. Like for example, on the demo site, um, when you make a purchase, basic sign up. This is the thank you page, but when
Right.
you click no thanks, it takes you to the dashboard. And here on the dashboard, we're showing all the things they have access to and things that they could add basically as part of our catalog. But this is specifically designed for this site. Yours doesn't need to look like this, but the idea is whatever page they go to when they first enter your system should be very clear in letting them know where they can access their stuff, and help them feel comfortable that they made the right choice in going with you. Some sort of hello, some sort of relationship building element is always nice and can be nice, depending, it depends on the type of audience you're working with and what language they speak, what their expectations are. But basically, what you can do is have a link up here that says
Dashboard.
dashboard or
Okay.
something, and that can go. So we have see, there's a default member homepage. That's another core page type in MemberMouse. And the core page type of homepage means that when somebody logs in, they'll automatically be sent to the homepage as long as the settings are configured to have it do that. But that's the default setting, so that they always go to their homepage when they log in. And that way, on that homepage, you can show them whatever you want to show them when they first signed up. And then what you would do is just copy this link and put it in your nav bar, your top nav, and have that be the dashboard, and have it linked to from that confirmation page you set up after they sign up for the free account. So thanks for signing up. If you want to, here's a special offer on our paid thing. If you want to sign up for that now, great. Here's the link. If not, click here to access your free content, and it takes
That
them.
is exactly what I was missing. That's really helpful. That solves two of my questions. Those were my bigger questions, like the experience they have when they come in the door. How do I get them to upgrade? And then
Yeah.
my brain was thinking there's got to be a better way, a better dashboard, but that's really helpful. Okay.
Good. So is that it for now?
That's it for now for me.
Okay, great. Then I will move on to these other questions, but thank you for asking that. I'm sure other people will find that helpful as well. All right, so this next question is from IPEC. Is it possible to send custom fields to Stripe? No. All right, next question is from Jeff. Looking for info on how to change the address of the sender. Okay, before I move on, if you do want to send custom fields to Stripe for some reason, what you would have to do is you'd have to create something custom. You would want to go to, so the answer no means it's not going to do it by default. But what you could do is if you really needed this for some reason, you would have to create a push notification after certain trigger, if you want to, product purchase or whatever, a payment received, let's say, and then you'd want to call a custom script. And in that script, you would have to custom develop. You would receive data from MemberMouse, which would include the custom field data. And then you would have to program how to communicate with Stripe's API to pass them that data. So that's how you could automate it. It would be a development task for you, but that's how you could do it if it was really important for you to do it. Okay, next question is from Jeff. Looking for info on how to change the address of the sender of the reset password message. The address of the sender. Okay, so if memory serves me correctly, which I'm 85 to 90% sure it is, the address that's used for that email is the default employee account. So if you go to general settings employees, by default, you'll only have the default employee will be the administrative account that was active when you installed MemberMouse plugin. So what you can do is you can create a new employee, say that you want to be the from email address for the reset password, say like it's a support. There are different roles, which, give people different permissions. If this account is not going to be logged into, it doesn't really matter, but you can just make it a support role. You can read more on roles of employee accounts in our support center. But basically, you would make the display name whatever you want, you know, it to be, show up as when people receive the email from you, and it can be support@mysite.com, whatever your site is, whatever the login password is, you know, customer support, phone number, whatever. And we'll go ahead and save that. Okay, so then what you can do, where is it? Customer support. What you can do is you can make that the default account. Click OK. So now that this is the default account, any emails and stuff that are sent out by the plugin in an automated sense that weren't generated by some push notification that you specifically set up will use this email address. Just as a further note, now employee accounts also, like when you're creating your membership levels and you're specifying welcome email, the email addresses that are available to you to send emails from all come from those employees. So you can see here now that customer support is available in this list, and it's the default thing selected because I made it the default. Also under push notifications, developer tools, push notifications, when you send an email to somebody based on a trigger, the from email address again is going to be based on the employees that you have set up in the system. So it's just a side note. This question is from Teresa. I would like to use member homepage for several bundles, both free and paid. I want to direct members to this page via confirmation when they purchase any of the free or paid products. Well, you can't use the same page, you know, and we touched on this when I was answering Christine's question. Confirmation page can either be for something that was free or for something that was paid. Now, obviously, you can create two pages that have the same exact content on it, and I'm hesitating because if it is the case that you want the same exact page to be shown to everybody who signs up, whether free or paid, then you should just use the default confirmation page, right? Because the only reason you would set up that you would use a confirmation page specific to a particular product or a free sign up is if you want it to be different for some reason, based on what's being purchased. If you want the same thing to be shown to everybody, then you would just modify the default confirmation page. So if you go to pages and filter by show core pages only, you'll see here's the default confirmation page. We know it's the default because it has this orange flag next to it. So just click in there and edit that. But if for some reason there is a difference, you can only have one confirmation page. And I actually meant to tell you this, Christine. You can only have one confirmation page for all free things. So say that you have 3 free membership levels or 3 free bundles, for example. You can't have 3 different confirmation pages for those 3 free signups. There are reasons for that. I'm not going to go into that, but that's just a limitation. Okay. But you can have different confirmation pages for every single product in your system if you wanted to. You have a lot more flexibility over things that are purchased than over things that are free. Free is kind of like its own group. Anything that's free will go to a particular page. But you know, if you need to distinguish between what free thing the person has, you can use member decision smart tags on that one page so that you can distinguish, okay, there's only one page I can put content on for all free things, but on that page itself, you can use the member decision smart tag, which you can go to supportmembermouse.com and type in member decision smart tag. You can use this smart tag on the page itself to show different content based on what bundles somebody has or based on what membership level they have. So there is a way, even though you only have one page you can show after a free sign up, there is a way that you can tailor the content on that page based on what they actually did, what bundle they signed up for, what membership level. But hopefully in all of that, I answered your question. Yeah. So, checking the chat. Okay, so at this point, I got through all the open questions. So, do people have? Oh wait, it's another question. From Felicia, is there any plan for an option to require double opt-in before an account is created? Several of my services, including MemberMouse, charge more depending on how many members I have. Double opt-in. There's no concept, I should say. There's no native concept in MemberMouse for double opt-in. What some people have done for that purpose is they'll create a free membership level. Yeah, there's no way. So she's saying I'd like to have them be able to click a link in an email before an account is created. There's no way to keep an account from being created once somebody's filled out a form and submitted it for a free membership. What you can do is you can have a free membership. What people have done is they have a free membership that's called like pending memberships, pending members or whatever, something like that, something that indicates that. And then they have verified members, whatever. And you can basically publicly allow people to sign up for the pending members list. Now you're going to have your own internal process for how you qualify these people, which can go anywhere from a manual process to an automated process. But if it's automated, you're going to have to use some other tool to make it automated. MemberMouse won't do it for you. So you have your way that you verify them, and then you would move them over to your verified membership level, or you would cancel the account and delete it if they are, for whatever, if they don't meet your verification parameters. So yeah, that's the only thing that you'd be able to do. But if you do that, what you could do, is use the push notification system to send them an email and click something in that email. So if say on your, so I'll just show you this real quick. So say that, say that you have a membership level called pending verification, and it's free, and I'm not going to send a welcome email from here because I want to show you a different way to do it. And then I just create that. So the public form that people sign up for is all going to go to this pending verification membership. So what I can do in developer tools is I create a push notification. On the trigger would be member added, and it would be particularly for this membership pending verification. And when that happens, we want to send an email to the current member from whatever email address and say, please confirm your account. You're actually probably not going to be able to do exactly what I'm suggesting you do through only here, but you could basically say, what could you do? What could you do? I'm trying to figure out how you could do this without getting a developer involved. So I'll just go as far as I think I can go, right? So, because I'm doing this spur of the moment, but please confirm your account. We want their email tag. So you'll notice in this, I clicked member added to get a starting template to use in this email. So I'll just say, hi, first name. Please click the link below to confirm your email. Now there's a piece of magic that I'm gonna have to refer to here because, this would have to be done somehow. Right, so there would need to be a script on your site something on your site which would take an email address, right? So if they click this link, it will pass the email address to that script, and therefore what that script can do is then look up the account based on the email address and automatically switch their membership level over to the verified membership. And yeah, that would be done. I mean, it wouldn't take too much development effort for somebody to do this, because in the script verify.php, the developer would just be using the MemberMouse API, and they literally would use 2 API calls. So support.membermouse.com. Getting started with API. So they would first use the get member API call to retrieve the member, right? And you see that the get member API call takes an email. So they would first do that, then confirm it, then that would give them the member ID. By getting the member, you would then, if the response of that call, if the member is a valid one, if the email is a valid one, will give you the member ID. And then you would call the update member call. Let me just make sure this is correct. Yeah. So then you would call the update member call and pass the membership level ID of the verified account so that it would switch their account. So yeah, basically if you show this video to somebody you want to develop it, they should get basically how to do it. Now, the disclaimer here is I haven't talked anything, nor will I talk about anything having to do with security. Obviously, whatever script this person is developing, they would want to make sure that just no random person could call the verify.php script and pass whatever they want and whatever. So the developer would have to be concerned themselves with security and making sure that it's secure. But from a member mouse standpoint, if you did those steps, then it would give you an automated process for that verification process. Okay. So at this point, there's no more. You're welcome, Felicia. Hope that works. So at this point, there's no more questions, right? No more questions. So I guess we'll wrap things up. So thanks everyone for joining and bringing your questions. Hope that was all helpful. And if you have any questions in the meantime, between the next office hours, obviously reach out to our support team, support@membermouse.com, and they will help you out. All right. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.